Hey, this is the PWBT and today I'm doing my second VGC match against NinetalesTrainer from PokemonWorld.co.uk, and I start off with a Giratina and Infernape, while he starts off with the classic Clefable and Kyogre. Now, I would have thought at first his Kyogre is Choice Scarf, but unfortunately, because I made this team for him at the time, I know it's a Calm Mind one, and as you can see, I was testing this team out earlier, with the exception of Shedinja to Abomasnow. But anyway, I basically attacked Clefable by mistake, so I thought, oh crud. So I went for Kyogre this time around, and I do a fair amount of damage. I almost KO it, and he decides to go for another Calm Mind, which I thought was a bit dumb, I must admit. So anywho, I was going to finish it off with a Shadow Sneak, but of course he decides to be the smart ass and switch into Clefable, while I'm also being a smart ass and switching into Tyranitar because he's got a Shedinja out, which obviously Sandstorm's going to KO it regardless of Focus Sash. So, anywho, Shadow Sneak doesn't work. Shedinja uses Swords Dance, and obviously Clefable's come in. Sandstorm rages. Shedinja then goes down, as well as Giratina getting hurt a little bit by the Sandstorm. So then he decides to send out Kyogre again, which is named after a guy from PWBT called Stormer. So Drizzle obviously makes it rain, and I decide to go for a Protect with Tyranitar. Now, Clefable uses Follow Me, which I predicted. I go for an Earthquake. It kills, or it makes a Kyogre faint and does a decent amount of damage to Clefable, as you can see now when it wants to slowly get there. So Tyranitar protected itself from the earthquake, as seen, and rain continues to fall. So he now has like absolutely no choice but to send out Mewtwo, which is his last Pokemon, and it is Choice Spexed. Now, I would have thought Blizzard would have been a better move here, but instead he decides to go for a Follow Me on Clefable and Thunder with Mewtwo. But lucky for him, he gets a Parahax on Giratina. Not that it really does much other than cut my speed into a quarter on this match. So I go with Dragon Claw and Crunch on Bertie, his Clefable, and obviously it's done a heck of a lot of damage, so I figure I need to KO both of them. So I protect with Tyranitar and then use Earthquake with Giratina, which would have worked if Clefable hadn't used Protect that turn. Instead, Mewtwo goes for a Thunder on Tyranitar, which obviously doesn't work, and I get a free Earthquake on the pair of them. I also get a crit on Mewtwo, which does a fair amount, and obviously doesn't affect Clefable at the time because of Protect. Clefable heals with Leftovers. Go you. You leftover whore. Nah, Clefable uses Follow Me again, and my Tyranitar will go for a Rock Slide in a moment after Mewtwo decides to go for another Thunder, which is understandable in the rain, but yeah. So that does a fair amount of damage. It doesn't hit Clefable though, which was a shame, but oh well. Giratina uses Dragon Claw, which basically KOs Clefable, and then finally I use Shadow Sneak with Giratina to finish off Mewtwo. So good game to NTT, which is NinetalesTrainer, and I will see you soon when I upload my next video. be sure to check out PokemonWorld.co.uk.